XIV, and this is my Realm Reborn Redemption on the channel John West. And well, the last episode sort of broke before I got a chance to properly end it. Sort of this episode you're watching now, right now, sort of broke as well. This is actually a redub of the original audio, which is really annoying after a broken episode because, well, I've recorded several episodes after this as well. But apparently I'm showing you stuff that happened between episodes. Like, my brother told me about different poses, so you can actually change your kind of normal standing pose. So you can look a bit cross there. But I like this pose, it's an action-y pose. There's also a couple of dances that come from quest lines. I think you saw me do one of the quest lines, but there's an identical quest line in Gridania as well, and I imagine there is one in Aldan. What is that? So yes, but I'm sort of trying to guess what I told you last time. But I got to level 20 in the Lancer. I'll tell you why I got to level 20 in a minute. But so I was going to show you what I got. Come on, John, pointing at it. So I got Life Surge at level 18. That ensures critical damage for the first weapon. So basically the first button I press will automatically get a critical damage. So I'll do maximum damage the first time if I remember to Life Surge first. You can see right there, I put it in early on in the order. And I've taken Shade Shift, which is an ability from the Rogue. And I've put it on my Lancer just in case. Don't know how much Lance I'm going to do. But I've also got Keener Flurry. That means my parry rate increases 80% rather than what it was before. That's my first button. John, it's your first button. John, it's the first button. First button, John. John! First button. There it is, yeah. It's your parry rate. It's good for dodging stuff. So yes, and the reason I went to level 20 is because I thought I'd get a retainer at level 20. Turns out, no. You just have to sort of continue the main quest line. Anyway, I also got Rogue to level 14. Because for some reason I misread. I see Assassinate's a new skill I sort of accidentally got off screen. Basically it's attack with a potency of 200. Can only be executed when your target HP is below 20%. So obviously that's my strongest move, but can only be used rarely, and also it's got quite a cooldown. So, but yeah, I got that a couple of levels ago. Now yes, I don't know why I clicked the Lancer button again, but there's my action pose. Maybe I mentioned that, I don't know. Of course I'm wearing all new gear from last episode because it was the gear I had built and it was better than the stuff I had on before. Yeah, it's a bit gimpy, but I love the shoes still. And I'm not going to throw those shoes away. Anyway, I guess that I'm about to click this dude. Greetings, madam, and welcome to our fair city. If you would permit me examine the seal on the missive you carry. And that. I do just that. Oh god. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies. We cannot afford to be complacent, you understand. Please, step this way. This is frustratingly a talky episode. And I've done all the talky before, but thankfully there is a bit of audio, which is lovely.
Enter.
There we go. That's me. And that's her. And that's them. Have we established who is who yet?
I did not expect the Gridanian envoy to be an adventurer. It speaks highly of your character that the Elder Seats here would choose an outsider to represent her nation's interests. This way.
And there they are. She still looks cool.
Welcome.
I bid you welcome as well. I think her uniform looks...
Bluefisvin, Admiral of Limsa and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from the Black Shroud?
Shit's going down. Sorry, shit's going down! There's all sorts of troubles. I wrote it down. A memorial service to honour the fallen. Yeah, they ran out of voice, so I have to do it now. Seven hells. Has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. It was an answer to the imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans, the Meteor Project. Legatus Nail Van Darnus, Hell's Taken, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon Dalamud from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Cartano Flats, where they met the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. I only just noticed the pun of the lunatic scheme. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartano, and I've seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. Of course, Lunatic Pandora is in Final Fantasy VIII, so it's a pun they know of already. I just never put two and two together before. From inside the shell of Dalamud came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the Elva Primal Bahamut, bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot describe the scene. They cannot well describe. No. They can't well describe. It's really difficult to describe using just words. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still, smouldering land was warped beyond all knowing. With Archon Luioi still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he has not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. Luioi? I don't know how you pronounce that name, but I have a feeling if he's gone, he's disappeared, that means we'll be seeing him again, presumably. Luioi. Louis? Yeah, I'm not pronouncing the X. Or Louis Soir, maybe. For while our nation struggled to recover from the devastation, the beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us even now. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only of the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperial crowd our border, the Imperials do, waiting to strike. Damn it all. We need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short and none will save us. Save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. So I need to give them more nuance and flexibility in our voice. Aye, can he, Senna, has the right of it. I accept her proposal. So I got stuck on that one tone, didn't I? Well, if they let her talk more, I'd know more about her voice. Right. See you later, those dudes. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Elder Seedsteer receives my reply. You travel to Aldan, yes? Yeah, I do. Well, that's when I'm good. Pray give my regards to General Roban. Oh, and tell him that the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. Fare you well, Neme. May the Navigator guide you on your journey. There we go. Yeah, that was just me indicating that I think her suit looks really cool. I think it's my favourite in the game. Anyway, what am I going to do now, eh? Well, do I carry on with the story? I have a level 20 mission for my Lancer, and I've got to be pretty close to the level 15 Rogue mission. Let me turn the sound down my end. Apparently I'm going to teleport somewhere. Oh yeah, I collected, because I walked around a lot, I collected all these save points. It was kind of useful. So, wherever the hell I want to go. I guess I need to go to the airship landing to do the Gridanian envoy. I don't know why I'm going to Wineport. Who knows? I'll figure it out soon. What I did at the time. It's so frustrating having to re-record audio, especially now it's an hour long. God damn. What am I doing? John, what the hell are you doing? Give me some indication. I know I mean to continue the storyline, but I don't know how. I'm gonna go to the airship, aren't I? I'm gonna go to Uldan. That other place, the third one. I need to talk to the pubmaster because they're important everywhere. And I'm going to no flow, presumably. And if you look at my bags, they're almost full. I really can't do any more crafting until I get a retainer, so it's really important I get there. My brother also told me, and he's got like a level 50, going on 60. Greetings, madam. This is the Count of Ambassadors travelling to Uldar. Pleasure to serve you again, madam. Are you ready to board the airship for Uldar? Oh, yeah. He told me there's a new, like another book that I've never seen before called the Challenge Book. And he was trying to direct me to it, but I don't think I'm far enough in the story for it to exist yet. But it's around this building. And there might be a copy in every building that he just doesn't know about. Sometimes it works like that. John, what are you doing? Talk to the gangplank. The gangplank, John. The gangplank? You might want to... Yeah, just click on the gangplank. There we go. Yeah, sure. And then we can do the action walk. Oh no, it's not yet. Well, I've told you what's going on now. There's going to be an awesome action walk. And it's a sort of a shame that I'm wearing gimp gear right now. Awesome boots with gimpy gear. Stupid pants. An action pose. Stop some knolls and Uldar. You ready? It's time to kick some ass. Oh yeah. Damn it, that would look really cool if I was wearing decent armour. I guess I'm soon enough. I mean, I've recorded 2 episodes after this. I just didn't have the heart to record the audio straight away. But it's going to make stuff awkward because I know stuff in the future that I shouldn't mention. And I'm sure there's stuff I should have mentioned that I did originally that I've forgotten because 2 episodes have passed. But that's how that works now. I could have used this opportunity to skip this loading screen. I didn't. That requires... I mean, I'm running a kind of... I'm watching the video and running a program at the same time. It'd be annoying to cut it out. Ah, you must be the envoy from Gridania. Welcome to Uldar, madam. The Flame General awaits your arrival. Yes, let's leave the landing area. Now, before I go to see the Flame General, I want to collect up all the crystals in the city, especially the giant one. That's the most important, so I can come back here. Welcome to Uldar, madam. We've been expecting you. Flame General Reborn will receive you in the fragrant chamber. It's not as smelly as it sounds. Please take the lift down the hustling strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. I don't think I do that just yet. Who knows what I do? I run around for a bit here. This would be a good time for me to make a real life cup of tea. That sounds cheeky as all hell, so I resist the temptation to make myself a cup of tea mid-video. Even though I totally could. I mean, I could chat across the room. I mean, some people would say that's fair. I've already did the work for this. But when I first played the game, and I wasn't a cat girl, I was an elf dude who was blue. And I was a wizard elf blue dude. I started in Eldar. Because I'm a thaumaturge. A word that I'd never heard or heard since this game. So I think I know this place quite well. Reasonably well. Yes. Thought that'd last longer. But yeah, I can see the ticks there, but I'm looking for the crystal. Right now I'm looking for the giant crystal. Obviously, my brain knows exactly where it is now because my brain's done it. My brain remembers. But we're going to tune it, save a little bit of time later. For some reason I decided to do this while recording. It's Goldsmith's Guild, yes. I was really angry that I had to do a lot of reading again. But I guess that's easier than, like, the instructions on the screen. I don't have to come up with stuff when I'm reading. Like, if I did an hour of an instance in a dungeon, there is a dungeon coming up soon, and then I'd have to kind of go, oh look, I'm hitting something. Oh, I'm hitting more stuff. Which I guess is what I do at the time, but at least I'm thinking on my feet at the time. Yeah, I am resisting the temptation to pick up all those quests. My thinking is that it appears the storyline quest levels you up pretty damn efficiently. So I should leave those quests for... yeah, because I was massively over-leveled as well for everyone. I should leave those quests for if I level up a side class. You know, like another class, yeah. I mean, eventually I'll do the starter quests for all of them, I'm sure, but when I've got a retainer, surely. Right now I've got to aim for Rogue or Ninja. I've been trying to look this up. I mean, presumably, everyone just becomes Ninja. You know, everyone becomes Dragoon. Everyone becomes the job rather than the class. But why does the class have stuff if no one's ever going to use it again after level 30? Why does it still have unique skills? And as far as I can tell, it's got unique skills that you have to swap to. Are there people using thaumaturges instead of black mages? I don't know. And especially because the three new classes, Dark Knight, Machinist and Astrologist. That's a weird one, by the way. Alright, gotta get the Chocobo Porter as well. Like, they don't have the starter class. Also, you've got to be, not only do they start at level 30, you've got to finish the entire story of this game. So my level 32 character couldn't just become a machinist. No, he'd have to get to 50 and then do 5 hours of storyline first. So I'm nowhere near that. I have not got the X-Pack yet. So yeah, all these quests that I'm ignoring. But I can see the giant crystal finally. Wymond, I think that was my first ever quest in this game. Ah, the memories. It is a little bit easier commentating when I don't have to play the game. But I can't say it's not really annoying that I have to do it again. Especially, it's Sunday right now. I've got work tomorrow. My time is precious. I mean, it looks like it says 2:41 PM. That was earlier today. It's actually 20 past 11. I should go to bed 1 AM latest. So at this time, I've had to use an hour of my time. I mean, fair enough, I don't actually have to. Not only are people unlikely to watch this recording, but I've already got a recording of this series up. Yeah, it stops at level 32, and the quality's lower. My microphone's not as good. I mean, there's all sorts of reasons to update the series, to be honest. But I'm just saying, I've already got a version out there. Oof. Well, it's too late for me to make myself another cup of tea because the Gridanian envoy, I presume. Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear? Sure, Bartholomew. Yeah, because I'm going to have to do some reading. Oh, hang on, do I? Maybe he talks first, doesn't he? I might have time. grab myself. Maybe, yeah, I'll let him talk. I'll get used to his voice as well. Alright, I'll go back.
Ah, a guest from Gridania. I thought I smelled leaf mold. I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Kane says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Ixal. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Rauban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames.
I would have given him a gruffer
But
voice.
you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Yeah, I did. Alright, no one does that, though. Who goes across continents to trade formalities? Alright, that is the end of him doing his own voice. It's a shame. Cardinal. Aye, I remember bloody Cardinal. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer, when we took the field against the Garleans? Yeah, I do. It was very bad. So my counterparts have educated you. Yeah, what they said, all this sort of stuff. Oh, trust Moab to make light of our wolf problem. Women always did have a black sense of humor. I'll never get with. Wolves are bloodthirsty beasts, upon which one cannot turn one's back. Only a matter of time before they bite. So it was with the Garleans 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use Magitech that they began seizing territory from their neighbors, led by then Legatus Solus Sol Galvis. They swiftly brought the other nations of Isbard to heel, and so Legatus became an emperor, and his republic an empire. An empire which sets its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the 24th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders. Goddamn Roman numerals. And their commander, Legatus Gaius van Baelsar, has long harbored ambitions. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall, like so many others before us. And not only Ul'dah, but Gridania, and Limsa Lominsa as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to give up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they're supposed to summon. We are a realm divided, adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garleans stir, and the Admiral would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more, that much is clear. And if we're to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Kani will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. And I'm off! I wonder what he's doing. Oh, he's signing the thing. Oh, you don't have to stare. Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I think it's adorable that the leader of this place is called a Sultana. It's one of those little people as well. I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Elder Seedseer will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. There we go, the Gridanian envoy. And I get myself a wind-up ship. Quest complete. And airships are now available. Ooh. Oh, that's why, yeah, I would have saved a lot of money if they were available. I could have done this very easily before I did off things off screen, but yes, completely forgot. There it is. One of them taking up room. So, how many attempts do you think it'll take me to get it out? I'm talking about the minion roulette. Minion roulette! It's the pokey finger. Stop poking me. It's rude. Ah, it's a black chick. It is a pokey finger. What about this side? It is the beady eye. I like the beady eye. It is the eye. Okay, cool. Bartholomew. Ah, my lady envoy, I trust your stay in the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you do not mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limsa in the near future? If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. But I've once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with the Badron, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. Well, I had less time there. I can think of no one with better credentials than you. Badron would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your services. So I shall go. Because I can just press the return button. It's pretty easy for me to do that. So that's what I do, or did. Because I'm this is a video from the past. Even from your... I'll stop that voice, John. So, how are you? You doing well? I hope you're enjoying yourself. I'm pretty sure I enjoyed myself at the time. Enjoying myself less so. Now I'm having to do all the voice again. And you might think, oh well, like, because those two voices were specific voices I had to do, so they were slightly harder than me picking one. But I still have a voice that's left in this because at some point I leveled up to level 15. I don't know when I noticed originally, but I only just noticed now. I knew it happened at some point, but yeah, I turned the camera around because I saw someone in a wedding dress, and I thought that was peculiar. John, you know your way around by now. Fairly sure you know your way around. You wanted to go to the pub, that means go to the aft desk, the aft castle. Top one, John, it's the aft castle. Oh, we're not doing that quest yet, we're doing the road quest. Sorry, John, sorry, you're good. Then why are you a Lancer? What? Oh yes, invigorate. I want to get my Lancer to invigorate because it can cure 400 TP, which seems like a useful ability to have. I looked it up for ninjas, so I don't know why I pretended just for a second. You know, that seems useful. Nah. So yeah, I want to eventually get the Lancer to 22. Now, especially considering I know what my next skill is as well. I didn't at the time. So it's teleporting. I don't know why they can't just have that be an open door, but whatever. This requires a loading screen. You're looking at the inside. Okay. Halfway point, John. There's no more breaks. I'm just going to stand still for a while. There's Jack. Stifled Screams. That's what the episode's called. Do you want to accept? Ah, Nemi! Just the mort I was hoping to see. We've some nasty trouble brewing. The client's on his way, so sit tight and pay attention. I'm calling Underfoot and the Stray in on this as well. It'll be a right little rogue family reunion. I apologise to anyone who is Irish. Jack, the client survived. I know, because I came with him. He's right next to me. Our guest here has come from the Maelstrom Command, with confidential orders direct from the Admiral herself, so you know this won't be a simple job. I'm afraid your guildmaster speaks truly. 'Twas several days ago when an emaciated man stumbled into one of our camps seeking aid. Upon questioning the poor fellow, we discovered that he had narrowly escaped a life of slavery. He claimed that pirates had raided his village, abducting him and many others to sell on the black auction market block. We dispatched a patrol to confirm the tale and found the village almost completely destroyed. 'Twas a meagre settlement without much a guardhouse. Thus did its unkind fate escape our notice until now. You'd think these pirates never even heard of the code, says the short one. Pillaging honest girls on a dipping their wicks in the slave trade. They're at the right weight for a good stabbing. Aye, though it ain't set down in so many wits, the code's notoriously unforgiving against those who raise weapon against the weak. After all, the first pirates in these parts were cults that were fleeing oppression in the northern seas. Ignore your history, and you risk becoming what it was you hated the most. So you are marked for us then? That we do. From the descriptions given to us by the escaped villager, we determined that these lawbreakers are members of the Jolly Merchants, a pirate crew in possession of an official privateering license. It would appear, however, that privateering has been naught but a screen behind which to hide their illicit activities. One can only imagine how many other Lominsian citizens have fallen prey to these wicked slavers. We've let it happen, right under our very noses. Naturally, the Admiral desires a swift resolution to this ignominy, but merely tracking down those poor souls who have already been sold is proving heavily taxing to our allocated resources. We could throw more soldiers into the problem. That runs the risk of drawing the small folk's attentions and inciting undue panic. Thus do we come to the Rogues Guild for help. We ask that you eliminate the Jolly Merchants and liberate the villagers presently in their custody, and that you do so with the utmost discretion. Consider it done. When those nasty coves feel our short blades prickling into their backs, then they'll enjoy but a brief moment of regret afore the code is rightly enforced. Alright, let's get to work. I'll be going after the Jolly Merchants myself. Underfoot, Vickeb, you lend your skills to the Maelstrom's investigations and see what you can whittle about the cults when have already been sold. May, you're coming with me. I think you're ready for the next step of your education. Oh yeah, I agree. I'll try to do that. I'm very willing and able. What cat? Let's talk to Jack then. Shall we get after these slave and cutthroats then? A client tells me that the Jolly Merchantman set sail from Aleport a few bells ago. Oh aye, he might even board an Imperial ship or two, but that's just some mummery while they're putting on to amuse the Admiral's swads. I reckon the rest of the crews be back on land, looking to snap the shackles on their fresh herd of chattel. And just to prove my theory right, one of them jolly bastards has got himself spotted creeping about the Roughmans in Lower Lenosia. There's a Bene Cove over the Morabi dry docks, by the name of Swasint, but will likely know the full story. He's more of a shipwright than a rogue these days, but he keeps his glazes keen for the guild. Head over yourself and have yourself a paddle, and I'll join you soon, like. Right, let's have a paddle with Swin Swat. Swat Swin. Sin Swat Swan. Swin Swan. Swang Slibblubblubblubbluma. I don't know what I'm doing now. I'm looking in the right place apparently. Slim Flubblubblubble. I don't know why I'm telling you out. Dry dogs. Okay, I think what I do right now is accidentally do a completely different quest before suddenly remembering they did literally just tell me to go to the dry docks, and I had read it out loud in the original as well. So this is probably a good chance for me to take a sip of drink. So See, I see that. I get blinded by that tick. So yeah, that's where I'm going, to that green tick. That's fair enough. Why is there a green tick? Because I was level 14 and you didn't see it until I hit level 15. I had done the quest, but I wasn't allowed to hand it in. So to the green tick. Pardon, John? To the green tick is what I said. You know I said that. Don't misconstrue my words. I wish I had a cup of tea right now. I think it only took me 3 minutes to make one. But it's very unprofessional to make a cup of tea halfway through the video. I mean, you might think, oh John, you could just edit out the tea making. But the fact is I've got the video playing and recording my voice at the same time. I don't need to read this, it's a quest. I did last time, but I didn't realise. But like, the only way I'd have to do it is to sort of clap and cut out the video, because I can't pause. If I pause one, then it breaks the other, basically, because they're both running at the same time, recording the voice and the video. If that makes sense. Just read for it. Yeah, John doesn't realise that this isn't the storyline quest, so he's reading. Oh no, this is a storyline quest. It's got the flames on it. I should be. Oh damn! Just so you're fairly warned, this is a job for the. Yeah, I'm an idiot. That was literally the storyline quest, and I didn't even read it. Oh god damn it, John! This isn't. I'm trying to think. So I think the quest that Badrion gave me was about pirates as well. I mean, I'll be doing it as soon as I finish this rogue quest line. But yeah, that was unprofessional. I just didn't read it, did I? Like cats and dogs. No, where is it? I suddenly remember that I've got to go to the dry dock. Could run and make tea. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'll put the kettle on while it's black. Alright, I'm over here, you can still hear me. Just putting the kettle on. Hope you're doing well. I mean, I'm effectively walking to a place, right? It's easy enough, you can still hear me, right? I can see my voice on the screen. Yeah, it's Audacity, you can see your voice. We're not gone crazy. You're going to be hearing tea being made. That's fine. Just ignore that. Just appreciate the timing. Right. As long as I don't start chatting, it's fine. Oh, I think I gave myself enough time. If you can hear sound, that's tea being made. That's the sound of tea being made. John, no, he's up the stairs, John. He's up the stairs. We shipwrights are short people, but sometimes. What? Up there, yeah. There you go, John. Up there. There he is. Swarsint. Sorry, I'm just going to make sure it's okay. Hi, I know what you are. What can old Swarsint do for you? God damn it. I hate his name. Hunting down jolly merchant slavers. Oh, well, that explains a few things. I was keeping an eye on the bustle about the dry docks, you see, when I spied an odd trio off in the distance. This rough-looking sod, one of your pirates, I'd wager, was prodding along another bloke with his poor skinny lass. I'd seen whipped curs less miserable than the two being herded. That's my tea boiling in the background there. Last I saw, they were headed south. If that's what you're saying about this slavery business is true. What? Then the jolly merchant's not going to walk his charges all the way to market. No, he likely has a boat waiting for him. And if I were a slaver headed south, my vessel would be hidden somewhere along the salt strand. Doesn't leave you much time. You said Jack was on his way, yes? You best go on ahead. I'll point him in the right direction when he gets here. Right, I just got to run across the room and pour water into my tea. Right, I can bring the rest with me. So I'll keep doing that. Hopefully I'll beat myself. Say what, John? I said hopefully I'll beat myself. Yeah, you can see how that sounds weird, right? Hopefully I'll get back to my desk before my character gets to her location. Okay, that's better. And I did, by the way. My tea's still in my thing. I had to bring my tea back in my cup. Pardon? I had to bring my tea back in the spoon. But that's fine. I'll just put it on a like a tissue or something. Oh no, I've got a tray I can put the tea in. It won't ruin my desk. Although it turns out I had more time than I expected. Let's stir my tea, shall I? It's still going to take like 15 minutes to cool down. That's approximately the end of the video. But it does mean when I get to finally record the next video, that I'll have tea ready. And when, that's lovely. I mean, I like to make myself a beverage as well, a secondary beverage that requires using ice cubes. I freeze juice, and then I put in squash, and it makes sort of ooh, here's the destination. Put a sort of smoothie type thing, a smoothie slushy drink, but it requires a buzzing machine that goes, and I can't use that right now. There I am. There's Jack. So I think came first. So then, now what do we got here? This one looks like a charmer. Solid move, I told you. My peg-leg grandmother wobbled quicker than you, miserable sacks of shite. Well, maybe you need another thrashing. Is that it? You already forgot what happens when you try and get my generous patience. I'm sorry, please, no more beatings. We walked as fast as we could, but we need food, water. Get in the boat and shut your traps. You'll get fed when we reach the other side. The other side? Where are you taking us? Are you challenging me? You're just plain daft. I told you to keep your bleeding mouth shut. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Leviathan scaly ass. She's weeping again. Listen, we're headed to airport, alright? That's where me and my shipmates gather, take stock of the merchandise, and decide what gets sold where. I decided to tell you this, I'm not entirely sure. You see, some buyers want only lads, while others are looking for lasses. As long as we keep these rich bastards happy, we make more than enough coin than we ever did scrapping for the Empire's war galleys. I don't know why I'm telling you my life story, love. Obviously, you're just like an object to me. I don't know why I'm communicating with you. As I'm a slave, or whatever. Not that you care about that, I suppose. What matters to you is you'll be loaded into the Jolly Merchantman, sailed off to God knows where, and Limsel will be a distant memory. I don't know what accent I'm trying to attempt here. So if I was you, I'd fill that empty belly with one last gobful of sweet Lanosian sea breeze. Ha 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 ha! I'm evil as all hell, cartoonishly evil. Ha ha! I'm a slaver. That's not John. I've a sore temper to put a blade twixt his eyes, here and now. I just won't get the job done. Now we'll let him guide us to his mates in the airport, and then we'll mill the whole bloody lot of them. The jolly merchants will get their due. Don't you worry about that. Dig on. We best hurry to the airport. Unless you've a quick way, there's a ferry what leaves from Candlekeep Quay. I'll meet you across the water, lass. But you have a quick way, I can just teleport there. Why doesn't he have a teleport? He's been living here for years. I don't know where I came from. Apparently not any of these places. So yes, let's teleport to the airport. Not to be confused with Wineport. Or Pod. I've not gone to Port yet. Or Whiskey and Coke Port. Or Lagerport. Or Liqueur Port. Or Absinthe Port. Stop that jump. I don't know why I click that button. Oh look, there's another tick, yes. Because I'm level 15 and all the quests are going to appear now. I'll tell you what, I had a hell of a time. This is one thing I could have told you about. Yeah, I won't read this. Because I leveled up this character from like 12 to 15 and the other from like 16 to 18. Like, there aren't quests. Like, they all went missing. I mean, I found the level, apparently level 15 quests have all turned up now because of the story, but I just couldn't bloody find anything to do. I had to level up on fates and things. Actually, I won't find out for another couple of episodes, but there are a couple more guild tests that I can do. I just didn't check that screen. But don't tell me because I don't know yet. It'll take me a couple of videos to figure that out. Anyway, let's find Jack. He's in the other direction, I think. It's John Cena. He can't see you. Yeah, this tea is too hot to drink, John. Don't know why I checked this room. He's definitely not in here. But I can see on the map he's down there. Alright, let's just drink this. I want to win a prayer. No, that's fine. There's Jack. Neme! The Jolly Merchant's Cove still with his captives. Seems like they've taken a room under an alias. Hiding their operation in plain sight. Forward as bass, aye. But it's an old slavish trick. See, even if some cull recognises the merchandise, only a single handler gets boned. The rest of the crew just whistles all innocent like, while their mates was marched off to crack goggles. And you can bet they've threatened bloody murder for any prisoner that raises a hue and a cry. Patience now, lass. We'll just wait until the shore... Look at that bird's hat, isn't that cool? Sorry. We'll just wait until these blackguards have arrived. Meanwhile, you better sharpen your stabbers. We have a busy night ahead of us. Sorry, it was a really cool looking chocobo. It was a mage chocobo. I want a mage chocobo. Ready for the job then. Once the Jolly Merchants are all here, we'll ambush the sods and set their captives free. Yeah, I am. Oh, no, I'm good. Ooh, there we go. It's an instanced quest. Oh, yes, it is. That ought to be long enough. We'll just have to hope there ain't any stragglers. Listen closely now, lass. The merchants are disguised as plain old adventurers and have settled themselves in 3 separate rooms here in Aleport. How do we whittle which coves are in the merchants? Easy. Take a look at the daddles or that bingo swinging colour over yonder. He's wearing lavender gloves, the exact same type what the nasty sod at the Salt Strand had on. That'll be how they find each other in a crowd. I'm wearing lavender gloves, mate. Of course, it's also how I whittled where each of the bastards were staying. Just snilch the hopeless glazes or the company they keep, and you can be sure of something or other. And here the job's all laid out for you. We hit all 3 common rooms, mill, merchants quick and dirty like, and get those captains their bleeding lives back. Captives, alright. Hey, storeroom's door's been forced open. Some thieving sod's been at the ale. It's probably that guy. A drunken sod. Well, they can't have gotten far. Better get the lads to do a sweep for the poor. Ah, that was the Merchant Cove Gulp and Pilfered Ale. You'd think they'd be doing themselves best not to draw attention to themselves, all things considered. Bloody oafs. And now we've got a swarm of the Yellowjackets buzzing about looking for blood. If they spot us wandering around in the dark ones, I have a feeling they'll axe first and ask questions later. It'd be best, then, if the patrols never even knew we were here. Yeah, I agree, Cat. We'll slip in sneaky as we can into each of the common rooms and use the telltale lavender gloves to identify our marks. There's innocent culls in there as well, mind, so let's try not to stab any that don't deserve it, eh? Once you're sure of your target, hit them hard and fast. We ain't looking for a fair fight. If you see an opening, finish him off with that move. What Cuts like to call assassinate. Bit dramatic for my tastes, but dead is dead no matter what you name it. I'm thinking we should head out one at a time to avoid them Yellowjackets. So I'll let you take the lead. After you, Neme. So what I got from this first time round, and I've kind of fluffed my lines there, but unfortunately, like, I can't pause. John doesn't pause. is that I sneak past these dudes, go in the room, and then use the assassinate button I have, which I will put my cursor over at some point. And I thought, oh yeah, you just assassinate the dudes. I get it. It makes sense. Now, of course, by saying that, I've implied that that's not the case. But maybe it is the case. But I mean, that's how I understood the quest. Yeah, I suddenly realised I obviously missed the first room. And that I'm an idiot. There, John. Right there. So yeah, they're all called adventurers, and you don't know which one's which, apart from... He's got pink gloves, and he's right next to, like, a captured person. So I go behind, and I'm like, alright, assassinate. Is that... I'm going to assassinate you. He told me to assassinate. Why can't I... Do I have to stand up? How close do I... Nice. Well, it's fair enough. I wasn't figured that assassinate would work, because that was the point or something. Maybe I did something wrong, but it doesn't seem to work ever. It's easy enough to kill these people though. I'm not that lady that can get attacked. I mean, I used assassinate then, but that was the end of the fight, not the start. Alright, so, oh, thank you. I am the knight. I look through to make sure there's no more pink gloves in here. There ain't. But I don't know that at the time. I'm gonna go off to where the second room will be. Not here. They're actually really easy to find, but again, did not know that at the time. So yeah, you can already see the second door. I guess it's quite a cleverly done quest in that way. And yeah, the reason I know it's up there is because the Yellowjackets are up there, so you know you have to go past the Yellowjackets. But I'm looking around and you go, oh, you like, why am I looking for guys with pink gloves? He's right next to a sparkling dude. And it's the case for all of them, by the way. They're all next to sparkling people. But you don't even need the pink gloves. I'm actually behind. And he sounds very surprised as well. He said, how do you do that? And then I attacked him. Right, so I took a sip of drink, and he's going to take a sip of gas. Like so. Well, he deserved it because he's a slaver. You know, like right there, dude. Did I not have Kiss of the Wasp on? That's a mistake. John, what's your food called? Because I ran out of it. I think I may have to become a chef because everything's ridiculous. See my ridiculously sassy walk? Like that's me. That's my stealth. I have a ridiculously sassy walk. And then I'm like, well, I've got to go up here because there's Yellowjackets up here, so surely they're up here. But can't see a door. Oh, there's a door. What is that up there? And at the time I was like, well, maybe there's like 5 rooms, but there's people in all the rooms anyway, because that's a nice way of doing it. But nah, it's just here, I think. But there's 2 bindings. Yay, that was nice, yeah. Let's try assassinating one more time. Let's just take him out the old-fashioned one. And for all my abilities. Yeah, take him down. Murder him to death and stuff. What was that? Why did you jump away? Oh no! There we are, assassinate. I sort of jump up in the air like a dragoon and jump down on their neck. Like I'm Cammy from the Street Fighter movie. Doing that like upside down neck twisty thing. Maybe. I'm 3. You are 3. I freed you. That looks like the last of them. You didn't even need my help. Back into the shadows, lass. Ready for the sassy invisible walk? Why's Captain Jackson doing the assassin? I'm not dead, Jackson. Big old fight. Yeah, with his clothes uniform. Give a stabbing enemy. So yeah, big old fight to go through. So not much to say about that. There's also obvious different order to my attacks. So I can't really say exactly what my fingers are doing. Just using the keyboard. But I'm obviously 3-4. I put mutilate on my book. Well, 3-4 my 3 moves that I've only got to keep up maybe like 6 moves. So then I do 5-6 and then mutilate and go down. 1 less, so I need defensive. That's it. That's all you really need to know about my attack. I'm going to make sure 0 is on, of course, but it should be really fine. There we go. Duty complete. We are nearing the end of this hour. I mean, I'm hoping you're enjoying myself. It's just annoying for me because I've done it already. No, I don't mean to make it sound like a chore. Yeah. Not a bad night's work, eh, Neme? The Maelstrom will be taking care of them bulk culls we've freed. And I've made sure none of the merchants we drowned are likely to get up again. Not drowned. As for the Jolly Merchantman, well, our crew can expect a visit from the Admiral's finest galleys, and it won't be for tea and crumpets on the poop deck. Right, my natty lass. Our part in this is done. Time to head back to the sisters. Excuse me, are you the ones who freed us? Aye. Was there something else we could help you do for you, miss? The Maelstrom swore to take you home, if that's what you like. Oh no, I just wanted to thank you. If I may, there was one other thing I wish to tell you. Moments before you rescued me, that dreadful pirate was muttering into his cups. 'Twas something about another raiding party that hadn't made it back yet. I beg your pardon. It seems that they'd been hunting for slaves in western Lenosia, and being so close to Aleport, our captor assumed they were out rounding up chattel until their last bell. I just couldn't bear the thought of anyone else suffering as I had. Please, is there anything you can do? There certainly is, miss. You just get yourself home safely and leave the stray pack of jackals to us. I will pray for your success. Thank you again. So much for savouring our victory point. I'll send word of this development to Underfoot and to Stray. We've some well-earned trade for the last of these jolly merchants. By the by, how's your throwing arm, Neme? I think it's time I learned you how to fling a proper blade. When you're out in the wide open roughmans, you often find the need to string a cord from a distance. I'm sure a canny lass like yourself will figure out all sorts of uses for a well-thrown dagger. Just keep in mind when we hunt down the rest of them slavers. There we go, I've got throwing dagger as a skill from Stifled Screams. Thank you, Captain Jack. And it's fairly obvious what it does. It's throwing dagger. Yeah, I can throw it from a distance. It's not the strongest move, but it means I can pull. But he's got another quest. And I was like, oh no, it's just going to take a while. No, he's got another level 15 quest. And it comes with Mug. This is a very interesting sounding ability, and you can also sort of see a coat there. But what I'm going to do is... Well, that sounds like... I do that on the next episode. I don't know why I'm being all kind of intriguing. Definitely not going to do that now. I'm fairly sure that I will pose before I let you go. Is that me posing? I can't tell. Maybe I should just let you go and not assume that I'll... Now, I've been John Proxy in channel John West. This has been my Realm Reborn Redemption. I'll see you guys next time.